But what I wanted to talk about was Michael Flynn, the brave patriot Michael Flynn. Some of you may know him as a QAnon truther. I have a conspiracy theory. I think the government government gave Michael Flynn a cocktail. Okay, they gave him a cocktail after he bravely called out in the Pentagon or in the Afghanistan papers.
Yeah.
Okay, he bravely called out that the training program was an abysmal failure.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
he embarrassed the country, so he got the truth serum, and now he can't stop himself from talking about the real truths of QAnon.
Well, that is the thing. It's like Flynn actually did have some. I mean, of the sort of public facing generals, like, did criticize the war.
Yeah,
and like, you know, after I guess like the 2010s, like, was like more public about like basically the failures in Afghanistan. And now it is. I mean, I met him. I saw on the Channel 5 episode. I saw. But yeah, and I asked him. I can't even remember the question now, but at his press conference, I asked him, because he was talking about like how the CIA was unaccountable and had this big black budget. And I was like, well, you were like the head of JSOC. So like, didn't you also do that? And then he got like, he just really didn't like that.
He froze up.
He was just like, he asked me immediately what my name was, even though I just said my name. Although I kind of glossed over what we were called. Although TrueAnon, it was like,
it could be,
exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think he's just getting money, and like, honestly, respect.
He's a grifter. He's like former disgraced doctor, British doctor, Andrew Wakefield. We love fucking conspiracy theorists in America. Like we love. Somewhat charismatic con men. I mean, that's like the entire basis of televangelists in this country.
Yeah.
But like, we literally we fucking ask them to come here and give them careers. So the Andrew Wakefield is like the first guy to create this like insane study that he totally fabricated in the UK about how the MMR vaccine, when it first came out, was causing autism. And that's why people still to this day believe that like vaccines cause autism.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And of course, he had his own vaccine, and that's why he was doing that, to be like, we can't do the MMR together. Here's my separate vaccine that you should, these guys always sell some other
Someone should
shit.
try to pitch a vaccine for autism and watch people like watch their brains explode trying to square that circle.
No way, they're never gonna do that. We'd fall too far behind China if we did that, like, technologically.
What vaccine? Jesus Christ. Okay. The disability activists are going to fucking.
Am I wrong?
Actually, it was based. What you said was great, because you're saying that like autism should not be treated as a disability. It's just
No, you should if you're trying to get a job at Facebook or whatever, put it on your fucking resume. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
For those listening at home, I am not laughing at that. I'm actually I have a very angry look on my face.
Yeah, well, he made someone. There's a guy with a gun over there now who with his eyes directed to point at me. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like with a lot of these guys, it's like, I think that the like, whether he believes in all the stuff that he's saying or not, Michael Flynn does seem to believe some of it, but he also walked so much of it back at that QAnon conference.
How can you be a guy who was like
in the government,
so high up in the government, like literally doing the shit that you are now talking about? And then you turn around and you believe the lies that you're, the exaggerations.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like, if you're head of like the U.S. military's like premier kill teams, assassination squads, I would probably have used some of those to probably kill the other people in the government that were like trafficking their children. But that's not.
Yeah.
I'm built different.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Like it's. I honestly can't understand how much he believes in it, because it just seems so like absurd that like a guy who has access to that much power and access to Trump would like never ask Trump like, are you Q, or like, what's going on with this?
Yeah. Second conspiracy.
Everyone's just doing it for the clout.
Yeah, I think
Fox News is wrong. Like, critical race theory isn't going to bring down the U.S. It's going to be clout sharks.
Yeah, this clout shit is
U.S.
funny.
military to clout pipeline. There's your problem, Fox News.
Honestly,
that's actually true, though. That's literally true.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I mean, look at fucking January 6th. Like, all those people were just like, they didn't want to like overthrow the government. Like, maybe part of them did. They wanted a fucking live stream. No disrespect.
Yeah, no, for sure. I completely understand what you're saying. I agree.
Trump became president for clout, basically.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And the liberals
The
still
Apprentice
didn't
was a
appreciate it.
bomb-ass show, dude.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. They like didn't appreciate how much of a fucking, petty drama loving bitch he was.
Yeah.
In the way that we did.
Yeah.
I really did love that.
I mean, the thing too is like one day this cloud shit will stop being funny.
Yeah.
And like it's gonna come and destroy us all.
Critical clout theory.
Yeah. I mean, no, I think that like
yeah.
clout, I honestly, I think that like something I've been thinking about a lot is like I'm not sure that the human brain can really like is ready for like the internet, and like it's just is here.
Yes.
And like it fucks with you so bad that like I mean it basically drives a lot of people insane.
Yes.
And I think it's gonna keep getting worse. I mean it already.
Yeah,
I mean,
have you guys explored the metaverse yet?
No, but I do agree with what Bray's saying. Like, and you guys can, if you want to introduce that'd be great. But what I was saying to say is like we occupy physical spaces and we do stuff here so that we can like upload it into this random fucking thing that can go and it completely fall apart at any given moment.
Yeah.
And we do it for brownie points on that like not real space. All the time, and then it has an impact on the physical space that we live in.
Yeah, I was actually watching someone recently, and I'm not going to say their name, and I'm not going to give too many details because this cloud game is funny. Yeah. But basically, it was a person saying abhorrent things on the internet to a cancer patient.
He's talking about me.
And
Jesus Christ.
No. And
Ben Shapiro.
I was so confused by it because it seemed as though they were doing like a Kaufman character.
Yeah.
Like I looked at it and it was like uncanny valley. I was like, this can't be a real human. And so I tracked this person down and watched their live stream, and it was like their brain had been broken so badly by the internet that this thing that almost felt uncanny, like it was like an imitation of human life, had become their entire persona. And they're at the point where they were streaming, I think, like 16 hours a day, including their sleep. And it was just hard to watch.
Yeah. I mean, that's like there's all those guys that walk around with like a speaker on them, and then you can like pay like $5 to make the speaker say like the N-word or whatever when they're in Walgreens. It's like,
what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Liz,
there was a guy recently who had one of these, and he was like saying and doing racist shit, and then he got pepper sprayed, and immediately like was just like, oh God, what did I do? I didn't even do anything.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is with it, like, Liz, it's like a pretty like common thing, like kind of the baked Alaska like sphere of guys.
Did you see the conspiracy theory, big conspiracy theory, baked Alaska joined the Taliban?
No shit.
No, that's not real. It's just a photo.
Conspiracy theory.
I saw the photo.
It would help his life.
He does. There's some fucking operator dude like that was alongside the Taliban. He looked very white, and not. I don't mean like in the Afghan sense, because there's a lot of white Afghan people. Yeah. No, he just looked like straight up like a white dude that's an operator that was just, right next to those guys.
Out with them? Yeah.
I don't know why. Who knows? Maybe he was making sure that the operation was running smoothly.
He was getting the dope.
Yeah. He's buying a couple of
they're going to secure. You got to secure lithium mining contracts somehow. You know what I mean? With the new government. I'm saying it, dude.
I've been drinking pre-workout already. I'm ready to run through a brick wall, baby. Okay.